Welcome back to Conquer and Climb. We have Mr. Plus with us today, Cro Vro, and today we're going to start by talking about our week in Riftbound. You want to start us off, Mr. Commentator?
Hey, that is part of my week in Riftbound. Yeah, I casted the Runes and Rift triple win-a-box finals this weekend, and it's just taken down by Bradykin, which was pretty funny. The chat was seething at of Control Ezreal winning the tournament, but
shout out Bradykin.
Yeah, we talked about him in like our first or second episode actually, but yeah, he took it down that tournament, and it was cool to see Ezreal still shine. No new cards. Just straight up, not a single Vendetta card.
Is Vendetta trash?
No, but I'm still standing.
Outside of that,
I'm still here.
We had obviously Vendetta released, so I picked up a box of Vendetta.
We picked up a box of Vendetta.
We both picked up a box of Vendetta.
No, the podcast picked up a box of Vendetta.
Yeah.
And we're going to be opening it today.
We got, and then I got a vault. And that's about it for sealed product. And then no events. Didn't play in any events. Just casted the one. And just been trying to like test and figure out what I want to actually play for the set. We all talked about what our anticipation of what we wanted to play was back when we did our Vendetta preview. And I think we were all kind of way off, it turns out.
Yeah.
As we're all looking at different decks than we originally said.
Well, except for Will, because he's a diehard Kennen fan, and he would never change his mind, because Kennen's the GOAT, Kennen's the new wave. Wait, what else did you say? Kennen's the one.
Okay, well, but first,
ride or die Kennen.
What are we thinking about now?
Yeah, for me, I'm playing Susan, baby. We freaking dropping Decane on him. It's been so much fun to just play big idiots. I had fun doing it with Volibear, and now I get to do it with Susan. It's been great.
Who's Susan?
Oh, see these poor young pups.
Whoa, I know Susan.
They're not old.
Mel's mommy.
These young pups, they're not OG League knowers, bro. They don't know anything. I got to get them on League Classic so they can learn about the cycle of life and death.
Dude, I'm a wise and old pup, first of all, okay? I'm jaded.
Yeah.
Look at my eyes.
What about you?
All right, my week in Riftbound has been I bought product, and I played with... Okay, I bought product. I bought 2 boxes of Vendetta. I bought a Volt, and I bought the Shen and Zed precons, and I opened them up immediately and started playing with them.
I got the Zed and Shen. I think we all got the Zed and Shen. Huh?
Yeah, that's the only thing we all three of us
Something
got.
that we didn't need 3 copies of, but we all got it.
Actually, we did.
Why? Just for the packs?
No, just because
Actually, you get the epics in the deck, so I mean, we got a play set of death marks between us, so I guess that's worth it.
And also because it's a really, really good product for
honestly,
introducing someone to the game.
I was going to say, he should probably talk about that, because he's the newest player, and I think that was like one of the things that you said immediately. It's like, whoa, why is this so cheap?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, the price is great. The idea of being able to just bust open, have the rules in front of you, and play against somebody.
Wait till you see the mats, dude. I know that like
mats in there?
They're paper mats or whatever, but like they use the overnumber rival artwork for Shen and Zed for each person's mat.
That's pretty cool.
And it looks really sick for being like a paper mat, and it has the point tracker on the side, like the custom mats do.
Might, instead of buying a mat, I might just roll it up and put a rubber band on it, bro.
Laminate it.
Yeah.
Laminate.
But what about you? The rest of your...
So I played the Shen and Zed precons with my younger brother.
Oh, cool. Shout
out my younger brother. And what I found out through playing the precons is the Shen deck is hot garbage. While it is an amazing price for 2 decks, that Shen deck is incredibly hard to pilot.
But initially you were saying how hype it was because of some of the staples it came with, because it has discipline and charm.
That's the crazy part about this deck, is that it comes with origin staples. Like, it comes with charm, discipline. The Zed deck comes with Traveling Merchant. Traveling Merchant's pretty hype, especially in the Zed deck.
Yeah.
And now that I've played these decks, and I've also kind of sat through a couple of the pre-riffs, and I'm looking back on it.
Like, I'm going to play Kennen forever.
I think that I'm going to play Zed forever.
Oh my god.
That deck is kind of hype. I think people are building it wrong, and I can't wait to be the best of Zed in LA when I inevitably get in.
Wasn't this guy saying he's going to be the best Kennen?
Yeah, but now he's going to be the best
Now
Zed.
he's the best Zed.
Because all these people, I think, are taking Kennen in a weird direction that I'm like, why are we playing hard control?
Yeah. Well, the weird thing too is like because you mentioned the best of like when I played of RQ in set 2 and in set 3, and in set 2 I didn't care about best of. I was like, I'm rocking Draven. He's the sickest deck in the format. Everybody knows it. I'm just gonna like it was like back when Monarch meta. I'm like, I'm just gonna play Chain. Everybody knows Chain is sick, and try my luck. And I made day 2, but that's about it. So it didn't work out. So then the second time, I'm like, all right, I'm going for best of. So I'm gonna play Pike because nobody's playing Pike.
Yeah.
Then it turns out at Vancouver, he was like the 5th most represented deck, and I'm like, oh, I picked wrong. So
Should have played Garen.
now this time, I'm like, surely Zed will actually be a lower represented hero. Whereas conversely, I think
he's gonna be
Kennen
very
is going to be way more popular
Yeah.
than Zed.
I think
At least between those two, if you were going to pick one to go for best of, I guarantee you there's going to be more Kennens than Zeds.
Oh yeah, out of the two of them, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd say that still, you were talking about how the last win a box from Runes and Rift,
Yeah.
Mr. Plus is friend of the show. That Brady King took Ezreal, and then his opponent was Irelia.
In both the semifinals and finals, by the way. He did it back to back.
Crazy. But it's still crazy to me though that the metagame, I think a lot of these Unleashed Vendetta cards have just not been like tapped into, because the Zed deck people are playing either Miracle, or they're playing like Endless Riches, or like what's the other one that they're playing, like those are the only two options. And it's same with like Kennen, where it's only Miracle or it's hard control. But
or Hook ended up taking down a tournament. The Hook Kennen deck.
Well, I guess Hook.
And you know who came in second?
Bradykin?
Susan. My
Nasus?
boy. Yeah. And it was the same guy that actually apologies, Nasus, my Nasus Lord. He got second twice with Nasus already. The deck list that I was running before, I think his name's Master Sheen or something. That deck list that I was testing was his, because he got second in that one event, and then
he runs it back.
Or no, he got third. Sorry, that was the one that he got third, and then Ornn ended up getting second and losing to Rengar. And then now this event that just happened over the weekend, I think it was over the weekend anyway, he got second this time, and I think he lost to the Hook Kennen. But that guy is cooking on Nasus, and I've been eating it up because it's been super fun to play.
Yep, and then that's where I say y'all are playing Zed wrong. I swear. I promise you are playing Zed wrong, probably. And this is with me with 0 testing under my belt and just sitting there and being like, what's good value?
Dude, it's weird because every time I try to test Zed, like there'll be a game where I see the vision, where I just, the cards line up in the right way. I'm like, whoa, this deck is busted. And then there'll be other games where I'm playing like, I'd rather just be Draven right now. And like, so I do think that there is something there that is worth investing time into figuring out, especially because, like I said, I believe he will be less represented than something like Kennen. So for best of purposes, he'd be more suited to go for Zed, but it is going to take some work. So,
are you still running the Zed Tentacle Token combo, or no?
I think that deck, I think that card goes in almost every purple deck, personally.
Really?
The tentacle card.
Yeah.
I think that I overvalued it.
I think you always have like at least 1 or 2 copies, just because of how prominent Kennen is going to be, and more yellow decks in general. Like Victor got a lot of good stuff this set. Lux got a lot of good stuff this set. I think yellow might be running around a little bit more than it has in the past. I think Fiora got really good in this set, and yellow's one of its best cards is Cold the Weak, and Tentacles are amazing at playing around Cold the Weak.
Or Shadow Clones.
Yeah, Shadow Clones are alright.
Why would you play a Shadow Clone when you could play a Tentacle?
Because it's free.
Yeah.
Because it's free. But that was my week in Riftbound. How was your week in Riftbound?
Guys, I spent money.
Yeah.
I spend money.
Last time you showed us empty wallet. This time you got cards to show for it, eh?
Yeah, empty wallet full of cards.
Yeah.
Not credit cards, Riftbound cards.
Yeah.
I got the Zed and Shen, and then I stopped playing on the plastic tables, and I got a mat.
Nice.
Spirit
Ripped
Blossom Darren.
Darius. Yeah. Darren.
No, dude, I love that Champion League.
Darren.
Yeah. Darren.
Spirit Blossom Darren Aura.
Darren and Garius.
So yeah, now I'm protected. There's rubber on the table. And I got some cards to play with. I am committing to buying a full deck this week.
Some of you astute viewers who've been with us since the beginning
I've heard this before.
might be aware at the fact that this is episode 6 and our boy is just barely.
He's bumming off us.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm the new guy, bro.
Yeah.
This is the new experience, okay? I play online or I bum. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? You see our logo with Conquer and Climb, all our little rock. He's the one at the bottom of the steps. So we're having to walk back down and pull him up. Like, look up here.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
bro, one step at a time.
But that's the point. We're conquering and climbing. So not a super eventful week of, but at least you got some product.
Hey,
And you finally have a pre-constructed deck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are
You
you
could play
excited?
either one of those for locals and do like a little experiment. Like, can I take the pre-con and get
And
some
win?
W's?
I'll
Yeah.
do that. I'll play the Zed.
Nice.
Because apparently Shen's not taking me anywhere from what I just learned right now.
He just needs a little bit of
A little bit of love.
push. He needs a little bit of love.
It's not about the love. It's about how it came out the box. Okay?
You know, but they never say on any of the advertisements that you can take this to your pre-writ.
Yeah.
That is not that product. This is you and a friend pull up with two pre-constructed
Yeah,
decks.
they're very apparent. Like they're very upfront about like this is a beginner product. Like this is to get you and a buddy to start playing the game, which is cool, and I think it does a really good job of that.
I'm going to force my girlfriend to play with me so that hopefully I can double the money I can spend on Riftbound.
Yeah, that's what everybody does. I know I was there at my local kit picking up boxes right when they opened, and there was a bunch of people that had a +1 to get
Are you
extra
putting it on me?
boxes. Yeah, I didn't
No,
mean
I've never
to.
seen your girlfriend
Sorry.
come to
Yeah.
party before. What's going on?
There's people that use their children as an extra. They're like,
We have a
we're
friend like that.
waiting outside the line, and then they're like, okay, 10 people in at a time, 10 customers, and then we're
Baby
walking
carrier?
in, and he's like, he's a customer, It's a little child.
When I used to work at the card shop, the kid came up to me with the cards like, "I'd like a box of Riftbound."
So yeah, I
True
mean,
story.
it was fun. Release weekends are always a fun time. Cracking packs, opening,
So
all
if
that
we
good
all
stuff.
have a kid now in 9 months for set 7,
Then we can join Rift Dads, and then
dude, we will have so many more cards.
when Legacy comes out, we'll be no wait. Legacy doesn't. It comes out in like January, right? Yeah. So we gotta. It's not enough time.
And then we can make a video.
But by
you
set
recoup
7.
the cost of having a baby. pulling backs.
Can my metal card pay for my child?
Dude,
Well,
the
we could
method.
use that as a segue since I brought up Legacy into what our main topic this week will be, which is what is the state of the game? The article came out today. As of recording this, it is just the state of the game that was released. They do have a plan to go over organized play on the following day, and then what was the day 3?
I think it was just a.
Oh, the roadmap. I
Yeah.
think the product roadmap. So and they kind of
even though
gave
they
us
kinda
gave us a
already did
little
it, yeah.
teaser of it. I think it's the 2027 to 2028 roadmap.
Oh, it's
maybe?
going. I thought it was just the end of 2027.
Well, that's the one that we got today. I can
okay.
I can look really
Well,
fast.
I mean, they're
but-
really well planned out. This is good to hear.
Well, I mean, every game has like
Really, it's like
sets
this.
like years in advance.
Yeah, they design it
shit.
super far ahead so that they don't, fall behind and stuff, which is weird. Like, I remember when I was first getting into TCGs, that concept is weird to me too, where
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm seeing the.
wait,
cards,
why
I'm
aren't they
coming.
why aren't they working on this right now? They're like, dude, they're already designing like 4 sets ahead. Like, so sometimes that's a blessing, sometimes it's a curse, I guess,
You see
because
something
like
that's really cool, and you want to.
they can't like emergency or they'd have to like emergency ban stuff if stuff gets out of hand because of that, because they can't like print a fix in the following set because that set's already
Hot patch.
Oh, I see.
been so yeah, day 3 does say it's the 26 to 27 roadmap, so I guess
But
that
we're already halfway through.
we already
26.
got like
Oh,
part
it's
of that in
the
the
eighth
article
month.
today in the state of the game, which went over, like I said, Legacy, some of the cool new products we're gonna get, the new Proving Grounds 2,
I was happy with it overall. It
Yeah.
seemed like very healthy. I liked the developers' answers in that article.
Yeah, so we can start with that. Like the state of the game itself. What we're not gonna, read it and everything like we did for the Vendetta release. We just kind of like want to give our general thoughts about what they had to say about the state of the game, and I think the main takeaway was positive overall. They're like, we're happy with the way things
They
have
called us
gone.
smart. They
Yeah.
said we're smart
They
players
said
making the
all
game.
of the Riftbound community.
It's smart.
They said all of the Riftbound community are basically like super geniuses, and if you play Riftbound, you gain 20 plus IQ on top of your current IQ.
So if you're not playing Riftbound, subhuman.
Yeah.
That's not true, but they
Yeah.
did mention that players they are very proud of their community, and they think that this is a good way that they blend the league players, the esports players, the TCG
And they even
players.
shouted out people in the community too, which is cool. Like
Yeah.
they're
very
really
involved.
yeah.
They want
They
to be
brought up
involved.
that too, that they're like, I think one of the questions to Dave was, what are you guys gonna be like continuing to respond to feedback and stuff? And he was like, yes, full stop. This is a game that we want to design alongside our player base. Like
Very smart player
so exactly. So I think that sentiment is really cool that they're just like, yeah, like if the community as a whole can collectively agree on something, like it isn't just a bunch of, people shouting at the sky like, I hate dazzling aurora. If it's like a legitimate problem, they'll fix it.
base. That's how he feels, man.
That is how I feel.
Yeah, I know. That's why I used that card as an example. I mean, a lot of people have hate for Dazzling Aurora, but like
I love it
obviously
personally.
they didn't say like in their article like, you guys, Dazzling Aurora might be on the chopping block, and they didn't even like bring up the Lux combo either. Like
They
that's
actually
just-
said they were going to keep most infinite combos as long as
Yeah.
it wasn't game breaking. I thought that was kind of interesting.
yeah.
My first thought when I heard that was that it would incentivize players to play decks with infinite combos.
Mm.
Will disagree, but I kind of want to hear your take on it.
You think that like by them saying outright that they're like
They're not
cool
gonna,
with it,
They're just cool with it, yeah.
that it incentivizes it?
Yeah, just for the payoff of potentially running into it at some point.
Yeah, I feel like that's, I wouldn't say incentivized, but I think that it's cool that they are aware and willing to allow that level of, like, that power level to exist in the game, because one of the things they also talked about was how Spirit Forge was kind of a misstep. Like that, not in the sense that like they feel like that was a bad set or that they failed, but that set really did push the power level so heavily, and they had to walk it back.
Reel it
They
back,
had
yeah.
to ban the Zed, or sorry, the Draven.
Not my Zed, bro.
Yeah,
That's
they
next,
had
bro.
they had to ban the battlefields, and that's kind of like the thing that they. I mean, even with Unleashed, they banned 2 battlefields that are both from Origins, and they kind of talked about how with the first 2 sets, Dave wanted the game to feel very powerful. Like he wanted there to be crazy cards. Well, that's why we have stuff like Dazzling Aurora. That's why those battlefields like Reaver's Row and what was the other one that was banned in set 1?
The one on our banner.
Yeah, Aspirant's Climb and Targa and Arena's Greatest
It's
were
like
both
the
banned.
Draving Tree or something.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah. The one that when you target,
you draw a
your
card.
draw a card.
Well,
yeah,
not target, but like that was a cast a spell.
just cast a spell. I thought it was target, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Either
cast
way,
spell.
it's banned now. But it's because of how powerful it was, and they addressed it. They're like, yeah, we went in a little too hard in sets 1 and 2, and it doesn't vibe with the way that this
The game's
game
moving,
plays out. Yeah, like people want the game to be a little bit more methodical, strategic. People enjoy the fact that like it's a skill intensive game. They don't want it to feel like you're just getting rickrolled by Miracle Draven who's like Rasa 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 kill you, and you're like, oh, that's fun. I just watched my opponent filter through their whole deck with called shot and never got to play.
Cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which is why some people are kind of like, wait, why aren't they doing something about Lux then? Because Lux can do that too. And especially now, people were starting to doom about the new Eager or the applied researchers card that reduces the cost of your spells, because apparently, like, turn 3, she could like infinite you now. because of how cheap the spells get with the applied researchers.
I saw something interesting on the article though. He said that they're only allowing infinite combos that allow you to interact with them.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's a good example too. That
So
one
you're not caught in
has
a cutscene.
you can't interact with that one, and I mean, I don't think that infinite combos currently are like a huge problem, but like I said, I think that it's cool that they exist for the fact that like if you do want to go for these like crazy
Big
power
payoffs.
spikes, you can, but that won't be like the whole game like it felt like it kind of was in the set 1, set 2.
Okay.
And so they've been toning things down with Vendetta. You know, a lot of the cards in Vendetta aren't at the same power level that they were in those first 2 sets. So that's why we're seeing like Bradykin not have any new cards in this deck, because
The go-to.
it's just like nothing's really worth replacing what powerful cards we already have. Like, how do you beat Starcrossed? Like, Starcrossed is so powerful.
What are you
Crumbling
replacing?
Sands.
Yeah.
Crumbling Sands.
No, I'm not replacing Crumbling Sands.
But yeah, that's kind of goes into just like the idea of like the sets are going to probably get toned down from here on out, and over time that'll balance out and smooth out, and it won't feel so jarring like the difference in power between those first 2 sets and now. And then on top of that, we all know that there's going to be a rotation eventually. So once those first 5 sets rotate out and we're sitting on set 6 and beyond, at that point we should be pretty dialed in on exactly what the power level of Riftbound is going to be.
It's really exciting they're willing to dial it back so quickly, because I think a lot of games get stuck in that power creep loop.
Exactly.
Where just keep making stronger cards. So seeing them like jump on dialing it back is exciting for like thinking of the longevity of the game.
Well, it helps with even you have a rotation, because some of those games that do end up in the power creep cycle don't have a rotation, or they add it a little too late. So that's something to keep in mind. And it is nice to hear that they. I don't know how forgive me. I'm not very familiar with the Lux combo, but I'm pretty sure the cards on their own don't really do anything. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean like in a vacuum, some of these cards are just like they're not insane. It's just like I get what you mean. Like they're just in the specific combination in which Lux is using them. They feel like they're kind of like, what the hell is going on? But
like the individual cards, so that allows for them to actually allow for this to exist, because as long as the cards themselves can kind of like do nothing, it comes.
Dead hands.
What I was saying from like the beginning of it, like what I said at the beginning, where it's like this game is harder to deck build around because it's only 40 cards, actually 50 cards now with the sideboard, but 40 cards nonetheless inside your main deck, I think is a real price to pay if you are trying to add an infinite to the deck. So it comes at a cost per se. So maybe one day the Lux without an infinite combo
will be stronger.
Set 5 is going to be stronger than the Lux with an infinite combo.
And right now she's like an infinite combo revolved around spells. That's why I brought up the implied researchers. And so then like any like counter heavy deck has a good chance into Lux.
Yeah.
You can counter her progress days and stuff, and then there's even some decks that straight up destroy it. Like obviously it's not a very high represented deck, but Lilia just auto destroys the deck. Lullaby is just like, oh yeah, you can't do that. No. Yeah. Like, I'll play Progress Day. Actually, you'll play nothing. And give me my turn back.
You get nothing.
And then I'll hit you with double sprites, and you can't do anything about it. And I'll just keep double spriting you and win in like 3 turns.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Lilia, if you have a problem with Lux Infinite combo, sleeve up some Lilia. But yeah, what else did you find cool out of the state of play so far?
So in the actual questions part of it, I really liked how they are taking the direction of being player focused.
Yeah.
And what's really nice about this game, which is, I will say this, while the game is still not as cheap as Pokemon, it has the potential of being as cheap as Pokemon because there is a natural collector's market that they can lean on the IP on for. So hearing them say that we're going to make it not a collector's focus game, but a player's focus game is really nice to hear. Also expanding upon other formats like the 2v2 format and seeing that they are enthused to expand upon that is really nice. And there was something else that was really interesting, but I can't think of it.
Actually, you said limited, right?
No, not yet, because that wasn't in the
Oh
question
yeah, that
part,
wasn't
yeah.
in the question part. Sure.
But it was still that's a foreshadowing moment.
Yeah.
You know, I still think that all of those aspects are really nice. That they're including more of the player base, and that they are willing to listen. And I think that they're also willing to admit that when they mess up with some of the cards, and also that they're not so like ban centric.
heavy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not. Just
Yeah,
gonna ban
that's a
everything.
good point too. They addressed their philosophy on bans, and that they're like, we only want to use that if it's absolutely necessary. And like in the case that we saw this set, people were calling for a lot of things to get banned because of Lux Combo, because of Dazzling Aurora. People want a bunch of stuff to get banned, but ultimately they decided the only thing that needed to be banned were the two battlefields that fundamentally alter the game. So then now the game will always be just a standard 8-point game, which is good. It's good for making the new players have an easier grasp. They don't like come into their first game of Riftbound and play against somebody and throws down this battlefield, and all they have is the basic
It happened to
understanding
me.
of
My
playing.
second game, I put it down, and there was confusion against the ruling. Remember?
Yeah, so that it's good to avoid that, and it makes deck building more interesting. It's not just like, am I playing a slow deck? Slap and climb. Am I playing anything else? Slap and Arena's Greatest. Now, like your battlefield selection, you put a little bit more time and effort to. So good change. And then the Pursuer was one of the examples of an infinite that they thought wasn't going to be good for the game, so they got rid of it. The Stealthy
really?
Pursuer is the one that
It's the 2-card combo that was in Kennen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, them going over that again was nice to see, because like I think ban talk happens a lot in TCGs in general, and it's been making the rounds in Riftbound as it does. But
I think
for
a lot
them,
of it stems from a limited perspective, right? Like a lot of people choose one pair of colors to play, and then they have something that hard counters it, and then they are naturally going to feel more inclined to want to ban things from their opposing colors.
that's a good idea, or I mean a good point. Like I guess I didn't think about it from that perspective, that people are just hating on whatever the antithesis to their existence is.
Well, like also some people are just kind of like they sit there and they play against something that feels really broken, and they're trying to play like a fair play style.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as like when we played Fab and we
Mhm.
would play like warrior decks, and it's like, I hate this board state dragon girl. And it's like, well, if you just played the ninja deck, you wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Or if you just played like any other deck, you would not care about the dragon girl. And it's the same concept here where it's like, oh, I hate Dazzling Aurora. Well, if you played green and you could run not so fast, you really wouldn't care about that card.
Yeah,
so
and
much.
the weird thing too, for like, I mean, this is kind of a good point of just in the design philosophy around Riftbound as a whole, is being that it isn't a class-based game like Flesh and Blood. It doesn't have, or it should, in theory, not have those same problems to that level where you're just like in an auto loss situation very often.
Well, except for Lilia counterspell.
Yeah.
You could have hypothetical ninjas.
But that's because of the fact that deck is playing on the far end of the spectrum. It's not playing regular Riftbound.
Yeah.
It's playing
all spell deck.
It's playing a solitaire game plan where it's like, I don't care what you're doing. You can score up to 7. This game is just a matter of whether or not I can do the combo in fast enough.
Dude, that sounds brain dead. Hot me on it.
I
bro.
mean,
oh my god.
He's Rift bouncing on Lux.
When you think about like the concept, it sounds brain dead, but the execution is not. That deck is actually kind of hard to pilot and make sure that you can and to pull off like that. But what I was getting at is that like in Fab we had what you were discussing, where there's a lot of times where you could just feel like, oh, this class versus this class always wins that. Yeah. And so it felt really bad to be like a player of a certain class and then be like, well,
like complicated rock paper scissors.
Yeah, but this game, because it's a 6-color game and you get 2 colors in every deck, like obviously your strategy is going to be built around the legends. And so like in this set we had this whole Vendetta idea of the 2 opposing legends. Premium as example is the product that we all were talking about in the beginning, the Shen versus Zed, and they're diametrically opposed. One is a hold deck, one is an aggressive conquer deck. They do different things and they attack each other in different ways. But like neither of them feel like they are just one is tailor made to absolutely house the like trounce the other one. Even though in your experience you're saying that like
I got one game off my brother.
so you won with the Shen deck?
I won with the Shen deck.
Okay. I like
But he's also new to the game.
I guess what I'm going at and getting at is like I really want Riftbound to not be like a game where there's a bunch of 90-10s.
Yeah.
Where like you just feel like, oh man, when I'm picking my deck for a tournament,
If you are good enough, you should be able to win every
yeah,
time.
I like obviously you'll have bad matchups and
Yeah.
there'll be games like maybe you're unfavored all like it's a 70-30 or whatever. But I really don't feel like at least so far as I've been playing Riftbound that I've sat down and felt like, well, this is unwinnable. I'm
Yeah.
like
Sorry.
no, but I don't know how you feel. Like, have you? I mean, you've been playing for a little bit. Have you ever, like, sat or through all the games that we've played and felt like, oh, this is just a straight up unwinnable matchup?
No, I don't think I felt unwinnable. I feel like I've lost to cheese.
Yeah.
Which is like normal card game stuff. But I also think that there are some cases where we would play and it is like an actual like skill test. And there are but what I will say too on that point is that I don't think this game will ever feel like that, only because of the fact that there are, I guess, two different ways to build every deck. Like blue purple, the purple card pool suddenly becomes more controlling, whereas red purple, the purple card pool suddenly becomes a lot more aggressive. You know what I mean? With things like Ride the Wind and
Yeah.
There's more
Flash.
dynamics.
There's
because
more
of the paired
dynamics within
colors.
the actual
Yeah.
colors, and the colors are almost split into different archetypes. So like yellow has token generation, which can be inherently aggressive, as well as board control, which is also just more controlling. So I do think that I think that it adds to the actual heroes and the champs and everything, and adds a lot to the game. But there's, I guess I don't know how to phrase it properly, but there is a way that allows for just more expression, more deck building, different things.
Especially
in
with
game.
the increased sideboard slots now. I remember when we were talking about that, I brought up the idea of like maybe now there's switchboard mechanics, and based off of what you were just describing, like that could theoretically be a thing where like, I have
Don't leak the sauce.
I have like this, yellow control package in the main, but then my side all of a sudden it's all aggro, and I just ditch that game plan and I completely switch it up on you in game 2.
Yeah.
So I think that aspect is cool, and this was kind of a more general just glaze for Riftbound, I guess. But going back to the state of play article that we were discussing, is there anything else from just that article that you felt like was worth bringing up, or that you were?
Those are the main things that I really cared about. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really care about anything else besides player based.
The rest with the player glaze, that's my go.
Yeah. I've never felt so
seen
built
We've
up in
been
my life.
seen.
I'm like
Yeah.
a super genius. Dude.
I'm gonna bring up, just for my own sake, because I didn't memorize it, but I do want to bring up the other article was the products and sets into 2027, and it had some other good information that is going to be pertinent for going forward that I think we're all pretty excited about. One of the big ones was the
you want to do the elephant, the spoiler card of the announcement, the Echo. Leader?
Oh
You get Echo
yeah.
Leader?
So we did get Echo Leader spoiled. I'll read it for you real quick. Let me just go down to the boy who shattered time. He's a red-blue legend, so
Go.
Fury Mind, and he has Empower, which they did also bring up. I think in the State of Play article, somebody asked like, "Oh, are you going to support old mechanics in future sets?" And they said yes, but like
They basically said we'll try.
it has to make sense.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we can't just jam XP in there because XP needs help if it doesn't fit the theme of the set, and we can't make it make sense.
Right,
And they
PXP.
even said certain mechanics are easier to add support to for others. XP is hard, Empower easy. You can make anything say
Yeah.
Empower. So
It's just kicker.
it's not a new or it's a new set using an old mechanic. So anyways, we'll go over what it says. So it's Empower for 1 and tap it. So he just empowers himself. And then his effect is to disempower him and tap him to reduce the cost of the next unit you play this turn by 2 energy and 1 power, and give it the text "kill me" at the end of turn. So
temporary.
he well, even faster temporary because it ends at the end of your turn, not during your beginning phase. So this card is pretty cool flavor with the Echo Champion unit that we've had since set 1 that people wanted to get banned because of the Lux Infinite, but it is cool that like
I hate that card.
for my OG DBS players, now he has like Zeno button because he can play that for 3 energy, because I think that Echo's 5 in a power, so with this effect he'll only cost you 3, and then you could accelerate him, so he'd be 4 in a power to be I think he attacks for 5 or 6, but accelerated beater, if you don't kill him and use the untap immediately, then you can spend all your runes, tap out, develop, and then at the end of the turn, because of this effect, he'll kill himself and then untap all of your runes. So nothing really too crazy to go over with this so far. Like, it's cool, it's thematic. I mean, with what he wants to do, but as far as what we were talking about in going into the products that of 2027 that they brought up, we got the Secret Garden, which looks really cool. It's got a bunch of alt-art stuff.
Ivan's so bad.
Of course, the only thing that's sad about this one is that it is an event exclusive product, so it'll only be at Barcelona, Singapore, PAX, and RQ Los Angeles.
Oh,
surely we're getting into Los Angeles.
Surely we are getting into Los Angeles, or we're going to Singapore.
Yeah, but it does come with these cool alt-art Lilia and Ivan promo leaders, which is pretty sweet.
Much aura, bro.
Also the Riftbound XT1 World's Championship Collection. Yeah, that was finally announced that we will be able to enter the raffle for it next weekend, August 14th through the 17th. So
wait, if we win the raffle, what do we get? What happens?
We get
the ability to buy the product.
And because it's gonna be all Faker themed.
Well, it's T1.
Yeah, it's Faker.
I feel bad for the rest of T1, who's
all
just
Korean.
like...
I know. I only know Faker and Zeus. That's it.
Every card's in Korean.
Wait, who's the Zeus is their top laner, right?
Let's
Faker.
see. Maybe. I'm honestly...
Who's the mid? Faker.
Sorry, I'm trying to go... Oh, the next one was the Gift of the Rift bundle. That's coming out at the end of this year in December, and it's to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Riftbound, so it's going to actually come with 16 boosters, and it'll be 3 packs of Origin, Spirit Fort, Unleashed, and Vendetta, and then 4 packs of Radiance.
We gotta get like 20 of them bitches and open them all on the podcast.
Do instead of our week in Riftbound, our year in Riftbound, and then just like go through all the sets and be like, I remember when I opened Origins. And like,
well, I never opened Origins.
Yeah, me either.
Well, bro. Think about it.
Oh, none of us opened Origins.
But it does come with 6 each runes with a foil treatment. That's cool. And then this alt art Akali leader.
Wait, is it alt art runes or just normal runes?
It says basic runes with a foil treatment. Man, you're the one that's like, I play low rarity. So
I know, but like, come on.
I don't want to hear it. Now you can look like a poor man, but at least a shiny one. a shiny turd.
Shiny turd. Yeah.
And then
but I am intelligent though. Don't forget.
The one thing that I did.
Extremely intelligent.
This comes with a 2,000 card storage box, which I'm always fiending for more storage for all my cards. So I'm pretty hype about that.
Hey, how much is it though? $200 storage box. Who's down?
Yeah,
wait, do they have the price release already?
They do not. No. So this
will
will be releasing. Oh, and this one's also pretty cool because it does say that it'll be via your local game store and mass retailers, which means this. You might be seeing this in Target and Best Buy and Micro Center and anywhere else that carries
Next
Riftbound.
Pokemon fans, bro.
Save the dude. Killed your local scalper in Minecraft.
So I have
on the Rift.
Proposal: we don't give any gifts to our family members. We save money till December. We get as many of these boxes as we can. Mukbang them, bro.
I already told my parents that this is what I want for Christmas. I sent it to them. I was like, hey, they just announced this Gift of the Rift, and I want this to be my gift.
Of the Rift.
Yeah. Like, you ask me every year what I want. I say I don't know. This year, I know. So, but yeah, that'll be a cool product to get some more people into the game, hopefully, especially since it'll be at mass retailers. people might just stumble across it at their local Target and be like, that looks cool.
$140. Let me get that.
Let's hope it's not that pricey. But they also went over Radiance, which they showed will be October 23rd, and then of course the Echo release. But Legacy, what I brought up earlier, the thing that brought us into this whole discussion, Legacy. Importantly, we should point out that I discussed with you earlier is that Legacy will be like set 1 essentially after the reset. Once we do
the rotation,
they're rotating out sets 1 through 5, which will make set 6 like the base set. So that's why this set
right now are not going to last for long.
That's why this set is so huge, dude. 346 cards with 93 showcase rares. And then that's coming out at the end of January 29th, and it features 12 legends yet again, which again we mentioned is because it'll be the new base set, so they're going to need more legends in rotation. And they already announced 8 of the 12 legends for us, which are going to be...
Is Yorick or Kench in there?
Let me read them to you. Ash, Garen, Heimerdinger, Alawi, Karma, Lux, Tryndamere, and Vladimir.
I quit this
game.
Sorry.
I'm
leaving, bro.
And 4 more friends. You never know. 4 more.
If they brought the Yorick and the Kench, bro,
yeah,
I'm quitting my job to play this game.
This has a really cool stained glass look on it too, and then alongside that, we're also getting the new Proving Grounds, which is also sick. Proving Grounds Part 2, but with Legacy, we can also touch on the things that I really wanted to bring up in regards to basically the state of play, and that is the pack content updates and the draft focus design.
Draft
which we foreshadowed earlier. The draft focus design is a really cool thing. So just to quickly go over the pack content updates, they're switching it to be
draft is hype.
They're switching it to be 6 commons in a pack instead of 7, and that is because now there will be a dedicated legend / battlefield slot. So no more will you hear everyone complaining about how like they got 500 double legend packs and they have 50 copies of Akali that they don't need. So
have you gotten a double legend pack?
I have, yes.
Dude,
I've gotten
that is
many.
the worst feeling ever.
So great to see that they took that feedback. We will be getting that start of next year with Legacy, and that is very cool, very hype. But the main thing that dovetails into is the draft focus design, which we talked about in previous pod, how much we like draft, how good draft is as a format. They touch on that here. Draft is a great way to get new people into the game.
True.
If you're not a person that wants to go buy boxes, a lot of the times it's more efficient for you to just do a draft and build your collection over time that way.
Or if you have 8 friends, it's a reason for you to open a box and still get your money's worth of the cards when you open dog water.
So yeah, I mean, there's just so many pros about draft, and like we talked about before, they did say that they wanted to implement draft, but it was going to take time, and now we have kind of a timeline for that. It'll be starting with set 6, where they're actually focusing the design around the set with draft in mind, and that even comes with the inclusion of a cool new the rune kits that they're giving to stores are now going to include minions. Yeah. Which is like this game's cracked bauble, our pack filler. If you aren't able to get a full 25 card deck, you're going to have to throw a couple little minions in there to finish off your
missed
deck.
Opportunity. Minions should be a legend, bro. They carry every league game you play, bro.
Winions. Yeah.
But what I do think, you know what would be really cool though, is that they have different artworks for each minion. So you can have like the cannon, you can have like the...
just a whole smorgasbord of minion cards.
They can have their own little text. Cat, dog, minion.
I mean, don't they already?
No, it doesn't have unit type.
Yeah. Oh, no. No unit type. Shout out. No Ivern buff this time.
And then the other big thing. Well, actually, is there anything you wanted to really go over in regards to that so far, like with the draft and the? I mean, what are your thoughts on the whole?
So what I think is, how are they going to incorporate it, and are we going to see multicolored cards?
Oh,
multicolored cards moving forward, or at the same time, I wouldn't mind this as much either. But if they cut back on the number of legends throughout the set, because there's a draft format involved. So instead of having 12 legends, it's really ambitious actually that they do have such
legends.
a big set with 12 legends in it, and that's the set they're running draft with. So I'm a little skeptical on that.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't think about it that way, but that is pretty ambitious. But I mean, it's like they have to do it because, like we
mean-
said, it's the set after rotation, so that set needs to have enough.
I know, but
I think it's hype though. It's so hype.
Yeah.
it is hype, and I hope they add the third color element to it as well. I mean, they have to, right?
So far, at least in set 1 and set 2, set 3, the 12 legends, they were all of the possible color combinations you could make, I think.
Except for the enemy ones.
Except for the enemy ones, which now we have those. But if we're going to 12 in set 6 again, do you think they're going to just go back to the set 1, set 2, set 3, all of the standard combinations? Or will it be like 9 standard combinations plus 3 rival combinations? Or will they hold that off for future sets?
I think they need to do something that will spice it up. So, because it's a reset, but there has to be a twist for people to be very engaged.
You know, what'd be even crazier though is if the reset was all the enemy colors
Oh,
instead of ally color. Well, I mean, I guess
there's only the 3, yeah.
Well, no, but you could do like body, mind. Then you have calm, fury, chaos, order. But then don't you have like other ones too?
For your
Those are
cannon
no,
build
those are
skill,
the
bro.
only ones that are opposing. That's why.
Oh, those are the only ones that are opposing. There's
Yeah.
only 3 enemy colors in this entire game.
Well, there's the 6 colors, and each one has an opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's only
3
3
opposing
combinations. That's
Huh.
why. That's why it was
Bro.
just a Kali,
Ah,
Kali
bro.
cannon, and why am I
I
drawing
got
a
so
blank? Oh,
hyped because
Jace.
like in Magic, it's like you have 5 colors, you have 5 color combinations, and you have 5 ally combinations. You got 5 enemy combinations. So I thought it was gonna be like there's 6 regular combinations and then there's 6 enemy combinations. But I guess not. I guess I just like completely imagined that in my head.
What are the 5 enemy combinations in Magic?
Yeah.
So when you look at the back of a Magic card,
Yeah,
there's allies, which is all the ones that are adjacent from each other.
yeah.
And then
the
there's
one you draw,
enemies, which is when you draw across. So like white black is an enemy as an enemy color combination. Red green I think is an enemy combination. Green blue I think is an enemy combination.
really?
Yeah.
What are the colors for that?
Red, blue, white.
Green, blue.
Yeah. Red, white, green, blue,
Black.
black.
Okay.
I think no, blue and black I think are ally color. I gotta look at the back of a Magic card. But like there's like 10 like they have a set themed around it and everything and
Well, that's why the domains were like a thing to begin with. Like it's not just like colors, right? They're domains. Like they're supposed to be representative of a specific aspect, and so that's why those opposing colors represent opposing ideals, if you will. Like body versus mind, chaos versus order. Why am I drawing a blank on the last 2? Calm versus fury. Yeah. So, yeah, well, I mean, we don't really have to spend a lot of time speculating on Legacy. From what info we've gotten,
It will be hype.
it's going to be sweet.
Yeah.
And to go into the last point that they're talking about, that is going to be another big staple change going forward, is templating. So they're actually changing the templating of cards going forward to try to make it easier to understand, because we've run into, for players of all skill levels, for a new player like yourself, for a more experienced player like you, for me that's been in since day one, like at every point somebody runs into like, this doesn't seem like this should work this way, and it's because of the way the wording is a little funky sometimes.
Since I read the changes 45 minutes ago,
Yeah.
I've changed opinions.
Oh, really?
I think that it doesn't matter how you write the text, there will always be confusion.
Well, the thing that I really liked about what they said
take.
in this is that they want to this part actually I have it up. We want the game to not require more rules text. Like, we don't want you to feel like you have to go open the rule book to
figure
play
it out.
Riftbound.
Yeah.
They're trying to strive to get to the point where the game is just like, reading the card explains the card. You don't need to call a judge for everything. They want it to be more concise, and I respect that, because I mean that's been a big pain point for a lot of people, is the rulings, the wording, the verbiage, and they're trying to clean that up. And I think that's going to be really cool for the future of Riftbound. That'll start with Legacy, so they're cleaning up what the word play means. They're switching up the text. They're adding like this new little arrow to indicate
What happened next?
Instead
yeah,
of commas.
yeah, and stuff like that to make the grammar more consistent. So
You know about colons and commas.
Oh, it's a colon?
No. In like Magic, like
There's a
an
difference?
activated ability has a colon. Or I think
Oh.
a triggered ability has a comma. And there's
Oh.
another ability that has a semicolon.
so they're trying to avoid that. It sounds
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
which is good. I'm all for that. What about you? What do you think about?
I think it's good that they're striving to be concise, and they should. And I just don't think we should expect a world where everyone is able to read the card, and like it's an ideal, and they should always go for it. But I don't think we're gonna ever. Hit
I
that
think
point.
the advent of this game being a rotation game means that they can eventually reach that potentially because of stuff like this. Like, obviously, until the rotation takes place the following year in 2028, throughout all of 2027, you're going to have Legacy and Beyond coexisting with Origins through Radiance.
Yeah.
And they're going to be different formats. Like, the templating is going to be updated for everything that comes out in 2027, but everything before that is still going to have the old
But
stuff.
it's not going to be playable.
It'll be playable through 2027 until that stuff rotates out.
Okay.
So for the year of 2027, you might still have some confusion where like, oh man, this old card is worded this way and the new card's worded this way and blah, blah, blah. But because that's what I was getting at with like the advent of a rotation means that like once those sets are gone,
It's a fresh
that
start.
problem is no longer there.
You're right.
So
I think
over
there's
time,
potential
they
there.
can just wean us off of that and get us into
the new verbiage. and,
Yeah.
And I think it does help though, because this is a lot of people's first card games,
Mhm.
especially because you're, like they said, they're trying to incorporate esports players, they're trying to incorporate league players, they're trying to incorporate, or esports fans, league players, and arcane viewers.
If you've seen the Riot logo, they want you in the game.
You really?
The
Yeah,
fist?
if you've done anything with Riot involved, they want you to be funneled into Riftbound. They're trying to grab everybody that's involved with the IP, right?
No.
Yeah.
They didn't. They're not trying to grab the.
Are you kidding me?
What's that other game they have?
Valorant?
Valorant. What's that other game?
No, I think they even had some Valorant players.
Dude, once
Oh.
they're done with Legends, bro, they're gonna start getting freaking Viper on the cards. Okay, trust.
She's a character.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, from Deadlock?
Yeah.
Freaking
Oh,
lizard. The lizard from Deadlock?
Yeah. That's funny. No, Deadlock's goated. Shout out Deadlock. All right. So.
Give it the. No. Whoa.
Oh,
on
League
League
Classic in my Riftbound, right as you were about to say that.
League Classic.
Another tease for Legacy will have some amazing art inspired by League Classic on cards, which is really cool. I mean, obviously, old head here is going to be loving all the League Classic stuff, but
Punk versus Zoomer.
yeah,
What's League Classic?
hop
Well-
on tonight, little bro. I'll show
I'll
you.
show you what the Rift was like.
I will show you with my bank plank with all GP5 runes. Oh baby!
It's too
Oh, you
early.
guys don't even know what
I
that
don't know
is.
what that means. All
Dude,
I
that's
know
so
is-
hype.
What?
That's what you said. I was trying to be supportive.
all
Oh,
I know
that's
is
nice.
You
Yeah.
have to sit in the lane. You gotta have presence. Support's easy. You just have to have presence.
Bro,
And you know
we-
what's
you know
great
what's
about
crazy?
that? Leona is the exact same as she's always been. So that Afro Move video still applies.
You know what's crazy? We tested this.
And my
And bro got
ADC never
dude,
came
he got-
up to
dude,
fight.
His cheeks got clapped every game we played, bro. He is not
Oh,
the support. There was no
no.
presence, bro.
This guy's talking mad smack.
He's talking about having a 10.
I'm going in. Oh, I'm backing.
No, I was so much clearer with him, bro.
No,
He's
he
tilted,
wasn't.
he's
I'm like, I'm
tilted.
going in.
I
We
will
actually
provide
might,
a final verdict after we play together and let you guys know how it went next week when these guys go take the portal back to 15 years ago and experience Classic League.
15.
Bro, it's even older than that. That 15 years ago is 2011, brother. That game came out in 2008.
Yo, I was 5 years old playing League of Legends.
Technically, it was the beta in 2008, whatever. But like 2000,
We were 5 years old.
Yeah.
Dude,
playing
I was
League of
throwing
Legends.
games. In
back when it was
original
called
with my
League of
uncle.
Legends Clash of
I
Fates.
was playing top, just dying over and inting on accident because I was in diapers.
Anyways, to move on from League,
And I'm still
back to
doing that
the
in
better
Riftbound.
product, the product based on League.
Arcane?
No, also a goated product, but Riftbound. Riftbound is also introducing a new Proving Ground set, which is
Okay.
really hype because kind of going off of what we talked about in the beginning about how cool the Shen Z product
It's
is
gonna be
as like a
based
good
all around
entry
that.
level. You also expressed that you thought this was pretty cool, like because it's only $40.
Yeah.
MSRP, and you get 4 decks.
Dude, that is so hype.
Yeah. So
But who are the champs?
this time it will be Karma, Vladimir, Heimerdinger, and Alawi. Which is
Alawi's
going to
hype.
be sick because Alawi,
Alawi's hype.
because the Proving Grounds is supposed to be like, you're supposed to be able to play the free-for-all format, 1v1v1v1.
Ooh.
And Alawi is the god of 1v3 because Nakaguburos comes down. There's tentacles everywhere just slapping
She's healing,
everybody.
bro.
So that could be sick.
Alawi's
but-
goated. I think Alawi's gonna be a really.
I'm really excited for Alawi because I played a lot of Alawi and Legends of Runeterra and it was so fun. So I'm hoping that spirit of the character transfers over into this game, but I'm really excited that they're doing another Proving Grounds. I was kind of worried that was like a one and done, like the set one only, like to get people off the ground, but they're doing it again, and then maybe that's because of
I
the
didn't know this
rotation.
existed before.
Yeah, that's where Master Yi comes from, and
The broken
Annie and Garen and Lux. They're all from
Oh,
the
wow.
Proving Grounds. So
And then let me add on that for the Proving Ground set, though, is that they're not printing unique cards this time. So you're not going to have to worry about Flash. You're not going to worry about
Oh, that's
Heimerdinger.
cool. That's
You're
good.
not going to have to worry about having to go buy yourself a 3 Proving Grounds to get your playset of Tibbers,
yeah,
even though nobody played Tibbers, or like Yees or anything. You can just like grab
so and it does say that it will not contain any cards which you cannot get out of booster
Oh,
packs,
okay.
which does mean that even the legends
No
themselves.
cards.
Yeah, I mean that's what they announced because doesn't this come out with Legacy?
It comes out after Legacy, like it comes out 2 weeks after or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But regardless, what I was getting at is that
No
in
cards.
set 1 we had 12 different legends,
Yeah.
and then the additional 4, those were 4 additional legends. So we actually had 16 legends in set 1 because of the Proving Grounds. But if this is saying that none of these legends are going to be new, they're all going to exist within
Legacy.
Legacy, then, which we did know because we read over the heroes and
Yeah.
Heimerdinger, Alawi, Karma, all of those were in there. So interesting to change up on that aspect because I kind of like that you had like 16 legends in set 1, but I guess they don't really need that because at the
Yeah.
time that rotation happens, you're going to have set 1, set 6, set 7, set 8, set 9. So
Yeah.
Or
set 9 coming out. You're gonna still have set
Yeah.
6, set 6, set 7, set 8.
Yeah, tongue twister. Shut the. So yeah, that'll be cool to get Proving Grounds again, and then after that they brought up set 7, the Reckoning, which is Awaken the Ancients. This one I'm hyped for because Aurelian Soul is on the poster, and I love Aurelian Soul, so that'll be really cool. And it does.
Nerf him to hell.
They did show 5 of the 9. This set will be 9 legends yet again. So go immediately from the 12 legend set back to a 9 legend set. And this one they showed 5 of the legends will be Aurelian Soul, Cho'Gath, Shyvana, Vayne, and Zillion.
Dude, they want my money so bad.
Well, you want to play Shyvana, huh?
No, just like introducing all these legends, it makes you curious. You know,
Oh,
you
yeah.
just want to buy more decks.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited about
But
that
when
set.
is my favorite legend coming out?
Soon, TM. Yeah. Yeah. They that was one of the questions in the
I know.
Yeah,
state
they
of
said,
play,
they
yeah.
said as fast as possible, but
Yeah. They're like, basically,
But-
they're coming. We don't know when,
We're
but
gonna
they'll
print
be
art
there.
again.
Like, we're gonna
So
like.
we're gonna have a whole dragon set, and I'm gonna be saying, Smolder!
Mhm.
Yo! My favorite legend is coming in. What was that set called?
That's
Reckoning.
The Reckoning. And that's gonna. It's supposed
Oh.
to be like all the giants. Like they even show this cool like movie poster version of Cho'Gath, which is pretty sick. And then they
Smolder.
also touch on set 8 and set 9 a little bit. They talked about how set 8 will be a Bandle City set, which is
Teemo
pretty
2.
be hype for our Yordle enjoyers. And then set
I don't know
9.
why you pointed at me.
Yeah, just the look of you. You look like you.
Captain Teemo reporting for duty.
Yeah, and then set 9, the one that I'm gonna be hyped for because they said the Shadow Isles, and I need my.
Shadow Isles?
This will be our set,
That's
bro.
the one, bro.
We get Viego.
Surely we get Viego
Yorick,
and Yorick,
Yorick.
and Thresh. We get the trinity of badass at Shadow Isles.
Ban Smolder, get Yorick in the game.
Yeah.
They're gonna be hating me with my stacks.
Yeah, so that'll be, I think, everything as far as the state of play, and then the new product releases. Obviously, we're missing out on a little bit because, like I said at the beginning, as we're recording this is only day 1 of the 3-day reveal or articles, and tomorrow is going to be the one that I'm even more, I guess you could say, excited for, to see if they're going to make big changes to organized play, because tomorrow's supposed to be an update of the organized play. And
More
our
importantly-
previous episode was all about our woes of how the organized play was handled in getting into these events.
Yeah.
So I'm
We haven't
hoping-
heard any news about the tickets yet, right?
No,
Yeah.
and so that's why I'm hoping tomorrow will be like, guys, guess what?
Second wave of tickets.
We're going to start having 5,000 player events. Easy, you don't got to worry about it. But yeah.
My best of card. I'm never getting a best of card, bro.
But anyway, yeah, tomorrow we'll get more info, and then there'll be I guess more details in the roadmap for day 3 than we already got. But I mean, that's basically everything in regards to this week's big news.
We do have an announcement though. As a channel, because we did not get into the LA event, we're actually going to set up our own pop-up by the LA River. We got tents.
I was like, where's this guy going with this?
No,
We got
we
tents.
are not.
Yeah.
We will be there. I will be under the bridge, under a little tarp, ready to play Riftbound.
I thought it was something serious. I was gonna be like, yeah, and I'm really excited for an extended format. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no special. Oh, we did mention last week that we were maybe going to try to use these Zed versus Shen products to maybe get some gameplay recorded finally for the channel, which would be cool. So stay tuned for that. I'll post updates in regards to that on our socials if we have more information on that. I don't want to give you guys anything concrete because we haven't worked it out yet. We have to get our schedules to align. Right now, this is the best we got, is that we can get together at least once a week to do this together, which is
And play
All-
locals.
which is already a blessing. And being able to do locals as well is something that not everybody's afforded to do on a weekly basis, so we're grateful for that. So, but we don't want to push it. Everybody's got their own
I'm so grateful I made every week.
yeah.
Thank God.
But that's because everybody's got their own personal stuff they got to deal with, so we
Hey, don't
can't do
worry,
it.
I'm locked in. My girlfriend, bro, she can take care of herself, bro. I'm playing cards.
You can tell that his girlfriend doesn't watch the show because otherwise he
I'll
would
send-
never
hey,
say
When we
that.
post this, I'm sending her the link, bro.
Yeah.
500 likes. I'm sending you
What's
the
the time? What's the time period? What does it
An
say?
hour and 2 minutes.
An hour and 1 minute. Start from there.
Yeah.
Goodbye, girlfriend. I'm only playing card games.
But yeah, we'll if we can set it up so we can get some gameplay added to the channel, that'd be great. Especially with like our whole goal is to conquer and climb together, so we want to show that progress. As we pointed out earlier, your progress personally is finally getting a
A
damn
deck.
deck.
And you know what? I just want to say, I've been slow, but I'm making a commitment here. I'm going to read every single card.
Now that's the announcement I was expecting.
Every single card. I'm reading every single card. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be within this month, August. I'm reading every card. I'm making a tier list. I'm gonna be the. I'm not lying. Hey, I'm gonna get a deck. I'm gonna
Bro,
have
it's
read
been
every
3
card.
months.
Hey. End of August, I'm the goat. I'm the goat. Okay?
Yeah.
And we're gonna come back and you know what Define does?
Yeah, of course, bro.
What does that do?
That's when you spawn tentacles.
Yeah, so pray for our boy. He'll learn the cards.
No,
eventually.
I'm reading every. I'm so serious about this. I'm
You know
reading
what?
Every single card.
You guys, if you could drop in the comments on our socials wherever, pressure this man into doing this. It may give us a reason to start
No pressure needed.
a Conquer and Climb Twitch channel so we could force him to live stream it.
And live stream his gameplay.
Yeah.
500 game
Bro.
loss streak.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that way you can see we're true to our words about our varying skill levels. We really got a beginner who's trying to learn all the cards.
dude,
Man, I saw this guy go 3-0 yet.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to see each locals week go up in your win rate. That's what we're hoping
Dude,
for.
you know how we were talking about earlier that you never feel like when you play the game it's an instant loss?
Yeah.
Every time I put the cards down on the table,
Instant
I
loss.
feel it coming. I'm like, it's over, bro.
Yeah,
It's
so
over.
stay tuned for more potential content out of the Conquer and Climb squad here.
And
Oh,
Cro Vro,
yeah.
hopefully. Sure.
Hey, we
Their,
finished the
you
video.
know, their stuff is always in the description. Head on down, give them a like and a sub as well. Surely they'll have more content.
No,
out.
honestly, Cro Vro not important.
Yeah.
All that matters, I'm reading every single card.
Yeah.
And it's happening by the end of August, or I'm shaving my head. And getting a tattoo of the aggression rune on my forehead.
No way, dude.
This is so egregious, dude. You're not doing any of that.
It's because I'm going to read the cards. I won't have to.
Yeah, okay. I think we could use that as a jumping off point. Thank you guys all for watching. We will see you next week. And as always, don't remember.
Sorry, we'll see you next week, and he will know what Defy does, like the back of his hand.
I'll know what everything does.
You said don't give yourself less time, bro. You gave
with
yourself
a full of head of hair.
You said all of August. Don't give yourself just 1 week.
I just
If I don't
need you
get
to
this done by
Defy.
tomorrow.
All right, I'm not getting derailed from my
Okay,
sign off
okay.
this time. Don't forget to
Conquer.
and
Climb.
see ya.